Okay, well, and we know you like documentaries.
You got
Next
it.
movie, it was Thoreau, to change the subject,
A lot.
who said that most men lead lives of quiet desperation. And our next movie is about one of those men and his desperation. The name of the movie is Heavy, and it's about a lonely short-order cook who lives under the thumb of his domineering mother and dreams of the beautiful young waitress who has come to work in the restaurant. The waitress is played by Liv Tyler, a relative newcomer to the movies. The cook is Pruitt Taylor Vince, and the mother is Shelley Winters.
I hate making pizza.
Oh, but he loves making breakfast. This young man takes very good care of his mother.
The cook's name is Victor, and he's a person of very few words. It's like the desire to speak has been crushed out of him. The other waitress in the restaurant is well played by the singer Deborah Harry. She's jealous of the newcomer, and this emotional crisis in the kitchen inspires Victor to make one of the longest speeches of his entire life.
Can't you be nicer to her?
Nice. Did you hear what she said to me?
You don't have to be nice. Just be nicer.
Heavy is a wonderfully acted movie that finds exactly what it wants to say about these people, about how the young waitress is sweet and not very aware of the sadness in the world, and about how the older waitress, played by Debbie Harry, has reached the point in her life where her choices are limited to a drunk and a mama's boy, and about how poor Victor is like a dog who has been chained up so long that even when he's free, he still stays in his cage. I found myself empathizing with all of the characters in Heavy, who in a way need the strong will of the Shelley Winters character and don't know how to behave without it.
I'm glad I like the picture too, and I'm glad you focused on the Deborah Harry character because we can anticipate the fact of this overweight guy who is alone, never had a date and all that. That's obvious, it's well done, but obvious. But to have the sophistication to put in another character, the Deborah Harry character, who is also cut off in her own way, that to me enriched the picture, and I watched all the triangulations that are possible in that combination of four characters.
There's a real key line right in the early part of the movie. There's a guy who always sits at the bar, he's always drunk, and at one point...
Played by Joe Grafazzi, who's an actor who doesn't get a lot of attention.
He's a very good performance, yes, it is. And she says to him about the owner of the restaurant, Shelley Winters, she's trying to get even with me. That's why she's hired Liv Tyler. And of course, she thinks maybe her son will marry Liv Tyler. She's a dreamer. Yeah. But what the Deborah Harry character is thinking is, you know, she doesn't have any options at all except maybe to marry either this guy or the drunk.
Hey, she's the prettiest woman in the bar, and along comes somebody who replaces her.
Yeah.
Okay.